connection with the citizens of our country and what he has tried to do from them. In addition to the jobs creation president, he did so much for American families, and as a mother, that meant a lot to me, and I know it meant a lot to him. I think the Family Medical Leave Act was one of his proudest achievements. A great mentor and a great friend, and again, we just love him and we appreciate every bit of what he's done. So
yeah. Thank you, Dorothy. Ladies and gentlemen.
I forgot to say your name, but I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think this beautiful weather is an omen.
Yes. Yes.
An omen for candidate McAuliffe and an omen for the Commonwealth of Virginia. Let me say, first of all, how grateful I am to all of you for your support for him. I think the biggest reason he's going to win on Tuesday night is the extraordinarily intense level of loyal support he's received from people at the grassroots here in Virginia. All these volunteers showing up, calling people on the phone, knocking on the doors, and the community groups endorsing him. It's really, I know it's meant a lot to him, but it's meant a lot to me. You know what, in the 2 days I spent here campaigning for him, I acknowledged that after all he'd done for me and my family, I would be out here campaigning for him if I thought he would be a lousy governor. I committed the truth. I said, I have to be here, and I would be here anyway. But I don't believe that. I love being governor of my native state. I did it for 12 years. Until I ran for president in 1992, in every single month but one in the whole 1980s, we were one of the primary victims of the economic philosophy that the country just lived through another 8 years of. In every month but one, we had an unemployment rate above the national average. In 1992, we led the country in job growth while I was running for president because of the work we had done there. I know something about doing this job. And it's self-serving to say, but it had nothing to do with my being president. One of the proudest moments of my life was when my fellow governors said they thought I was the most effective governor in the country. They voted on it every year. It meant a lot to me because I work at the job. When you read the press coverage of all the politicians, whether it's positive or negative, it's normally about what they said, who they appointed, how much money they're spending on what or not spending. There's almost nothing on the fact that these are jobs. You elect a governor, it's a job. And the decisions the governor makes actually affect the lives of real people. Dorothy mentioned the Family and Medical Leave Act. It was the first bill I signed as president, and I've been out of the White House longer than I lived in it, and it's still the thing that people are most likely to come up to me and talk about, apart from having started a business or gotten a job when I was president. The Family and Medical Leave Act. Why? Because it affects people where they live. It allows people to be successful at work and successful in raising their children. And so my whole perspective on this is we don't need to elect anybody to anything who doesn't understand that they're running for a job and the decisions they make or don't and how hard they work and how smart they work will affect the future of children. And what you need, I think, in a governor today is a big personality who understands the little details. A big personality who understands the little details. People make fun of me. The American press still makes fun of me. They said, oh, you know, Clinton, he wouldn't just sit there and take a briefing. He was always interrupting the process. He always wanted to know the numbers. Some folks, the numbers matter. It matters whether you have 22.7 million new jobs or 2.7. We've had the difference. We've tried it both ways. I think people think that's an important number. Terry McAuliffe knows the numbers matter. I literally do not believe there is a person running for governor in any state in this country this year who has as good a combination of qualities as Terry McAuliffe does. I don't believe it. He always sees the glass as half full. He's always optimistic, but he's not a fool. He doesn't think that, he's not optimistic because he thinks that life is good here. He's optimistic because he knows how to make it better. That's the difference. And I'm just telling you, when it's all said and done, and all the ads are gone and the signs are taken down, what matters is what kind of decisions will be made by what kind of person, who can be a magnet, who will make people say, gosh, I wish I knew more about Virginia. Gosh, I better maybe come down there and take a look at it. Who would be drawn in? Who would say, I'll volunteer, Governor, what do you want me to do? I don't think you have a serious question about what the answer to that is, do you? It's obvious who is the highest energy, most visionary, most likely to bring people to this state and get things going again. And that's what you need. And, you know, I like his opponents. I admire people who serve and do what they've done. I think that's important. But you need to get somebody who has a special skill set, an extra big heart, super energy, and who always sees the glass as half full. You're never going to get a chance to vote for somebody for governor who's better suited to the moment in history you're called upon to make this decision. And that's why I am glad that what I would have had to do anyway is a labor of love and absolute conviction. And Tuesday, you can make a big step toward making him the next governor of Virginia.